Why don't I use Vortex anymore? Because I don't need it. You die in tier 1 map? Sounds like you need to be tankier. Hey, let's call him Brimbor. How you doing, man? Hey, what's up, Gerald? Gerald. I don't know what I have my mana leech thing for right now. I'll have to check. It might be on a jewel, it might be on gear. Whatever it's from, it was not intentional. It happened accidentally. Hey, what's up, Verdat? I'll check in a sec for you, Gerald. In the middle of a Delirium right now. Oh, I missed that Exalted Orb. It's okay, Exalted Orbs suck now. So, I don't... It might get nerfed, but I don't think it'll get removed. And if it gets nerfed, it'll only get nerfed slightly. But I no longer think it's like... In my video I release either tomorrow or the next day when I do my update build for this build, or update video for this build, I'll go deeper into it, but I don't think it's self-prolificating anymore like the Heralds were. I think it's just, maybe something about it is slightly overtuned, but in general I think it's working as intended now. After playing with it more and then trying out different setups to try and figure out what was going on. So I don't think it's like super at risk of getting like deleted from the game. Because what's happening is I'm hitting really hard with Wind Dancer. This is what I believe is happening. I'm not good or smart at the game, so I don't actually know. But what I believe is happening is I'm hitting really hard with Wind Dancer. It is doing one really big poison. And whenever I take off Armor Explosion, what I notice is the chain spread stops really fast, right? So that's where I was like, oh, okay, so there's something weird going on with Armor Explosion. But after, like, playing with it for a while and looking closer, what I think is happening is Armor Explosion just hits really damn hard. So it's not that it's, like, self-prolificating or anything. It's just that Armor Explosion is hitting hard and it's killing mobs more, right? And when an enemy dies, that's just more chance to spread poison. So the poison by itself will run out of steam because it's not finishing off mobs. But when you have so many armor explosions going off, it's finishing off so many extra mobs that would not have died to that poison, just causing these chain explosions and then chain poison spreads to happen. So it's not like the Herald tech where it was like unintended effect from the code. If it gets nerfed, it's because GGG thinks Armor Explosion's doing too much damage. That's my thoughts right now. That doesn't mean it doesn't get nerfed. And that doesn't mean I'm not right about that assumption, but that's what my belief is that it's not that there's a weird self-chain going on, it's just that the Armor Explosion is killing mobs, which is causing the poison to chain more often. And without those mobs dying, the poison was running out of steam. So it's just the combination of the two working really well together. So if anything, I just think they might nerf the damage of Armor Explosion, but I don't know if they're going to do that. We'll see, though. But it's not like there's some weird, like, broken code going on, I think, right? Like, I could be wrong here, but I don't, like, in my first video, I was implying that I thought it worked like some form of Herald bug, like from 0.1, and I don't think that's the case anymore. Yeah, like, adding Armor Explosion, like, it just makes it more likely that enemies are going to die, because you have these explosions going off that are just chaining around each other, doing extra bursts of damage. But I don't think it's like a bug in the code, you know? Alright, plus good dude in that. Hey, Lemuruk, I'm glad you're liking it, man. I'm probably done with Thorns for the patch, unless I get Chernobog Shield. Like, I've tested everything I want to test in 0.2 with Thorns. Like, I might, like, do one last Thorns video where I'm like, here's me trying my hardest with, like, as much currency, but right now I don't have that to spend, so... I don't know. Thorns, like, I've tested so much with Thorns right now that even if there was more to test, it's, like, kind of like, it's a break time for Thorns. That doesn't mean I'm done with it for the patch. And 0.3, I plan on League starting Thorns, but... until I get Chernobog, I don't see any reason to push Thorns further right now. No, I've heard people talk about adding volatility, but I have not. I haven't. I have not tried it yet. I tried volatility on a build once with Thorns, and I just kept, like, instant killing myself with it. But no, I have not added volatility to this build yet. Which support? Like, what do you mean, support? Like, which support? Right now, I'm running Demolisher, Armor Explosion, and Venom, and Magnified Effect. The Demolisher just guarantees more armor explosions, but this is what I've been running. And right now, I only have level 39 Wind Dancer. I'm not even level 40 right now. I sold my Prism of Belief because I needed currency. What's funny is my +2 Prism of Belief I was using in the original video, I bought that for 2 Divine, and then I sold it for 40 Divine. The price of the Wind Dancer stuff just skyrocketed. But yeah, right now I only have a level 20 Spirit Gem. So if I get I need to sit down and craft a bunch of level 20 Spirit Gems until I get level 21 one, and then I'll be back to 40. Yeah, I mean, so Wind Dancer's damage doesn't actually matter scaling it more. You really just want the chain explosions to happen, because I'm already hitting hard enough off of weapon damage. So Demolisher just makes the chain explosions happen more. You could technically swap this for either Lightning Infusion or Cold Infusion. At one point I was running Lightning Infusion in Wind Dancer, but now I'm running Lightning Infusion and Mace Strike, just trying to shock bosses more with Mace Strike, but... I have no idea for what's next after a Wind Dancer. Usually when I start thinking about the next build, it's when I, like, yeah. I stop, I can't think a build ahead. Because the moment I start thinking about the next build, I start playing the next build, so. If I'm having fun with my current build, I keep playing it. What about Bursting Plague? Would that be good? I don't think so. I think that's overkill. Because my mapping's already good, right? I don't need my mapping better. That's my logic here. Like, it's already good enough, you know? If I needed the extra damage, I would consider it. And maybe it would be nice. Maybe it would just make the mapping even more crazy. But I have not tried it. Hey, Guitarolic, what's up, bro? Thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate you, fam. Everyone go follow Guitar's Twitch. Oh, I forgot the tech check for you. I think it might be on a jewel. I have the mana recovery. Is it this one? That's life on kill. Where am I getting my mana recovery from? Is it from a piece of gear? I'm getting mana on kill from someplace. I just don't know where. There it is. One of my weapons. That's where I'm getting the mana on kill. Gerald. Gerald. I don't know why I keep saying your name wrong. I know how to say Gerald. Oh yeah, no, the price of this build is ridiculous. When I started this build, I think I spent less than 10 divine getting it set up, but like when I made the build, like that 10 divine, a lot of that had been wasted. Like... Damn plants. So like my original build setup was like 5 divines max, and now this build is insanely expensive. It's not just because of this build. Well, one, there was another Wind Dancer build for a Gemling that released the day after mine, and a guy had been talking about it for like a week straight on YouTube, on Reddit. So it had already started to build some steam, but then 2 of those Lightning Thor builds dropped that were using the same helmet. So the ooh, look at this spread. Woo! That was a crazy fun spread. But yeah, that made the helmet insanely expensive, and then the build just obviously popped off. The YouTube short I uploaded for this is pushing almost 300,000 views right now. So yeah, the build's just insanely expensive right now. Like, I can't even afford to upgrade it anymore. Like, this is the best I can do with, like, all the upgrades I need are like 50 divines at this point. I mean, it's deep into the season, and like everyone's playing alt, so it's gonna like skyrocket when you see an alt build that looks fun. Yeah, I mean, it's always fun to go max AoE. That's how like all of my builds start, is like the fun aspect where you're trying to just, you know, make it look as cool as possible, and that's what I was doing at first too. But now it's like, if I want to kill +4 Arbiter and stuff, I gotta optimize single target. It's like, well, there goes the AoE. So it just really comes down to, like, the content you like to farm, you know? If you're happy with, like, you know, +1 to +2 and stuff. Yeah, I'm not even using Vertex anymore, but good luck getting 682 strength at a low level, right? Can you do Simulacrum? I did +3 Simulacrum last night. I tried +4 once, and I died on, like, wave 12. I keep forgetting to do my, my solo orb tech. For the Font of Rage, Font of Blood. I do have like a low life setup for bossing. With the deepest tower, but like I have to, it's so annoying because I have to, like, if I want to do my bossing setup right.
Fortune favors me.
I have to, like, I'm not actually going to swap right now, but like if I was doing like bossing, I have to swap to weapon set 2. I have to move both weapons over because I don't have 4 weapons. Swap the helmet, and then I have to swap these gems here. Oops. And then I have to put that version of Mace Strike back on my main attack. It's just like too much. It's too much. I hate having to do that much, like, setup or swap. Like, once I start doing that much swapping, you lose me. I can't, like, I don't care anymore. Like, I can't do that for every boss. So, like, obviously, you'll do it for, like, Breach and Arbiter, but otherwise, like, I'm never gonna, like, do the time to, like, swap all that, because like every map boss, you want me to swap that stuff. And I could just technically run Deepest Tower at all times, but when I run this helmet, I get a lot of chaos res and I get a lot of life. Like I'm at 47, I got 4,700 life right now. Like I'm beef. And then I have to swap all this back. Oh, and then I even talk about this stuff. I have to turn off Wind Dancer and Time of Need, and I put on Attrition for bossing. I was trying a companion for a bit. I'm not a fan. Right now. Yeah, it's just a little bit too much micromanagement for me to like do the boss swapping. If my, like, it's possible you could just run the low life setup at all times, but then you take the hit to AoE, and I kind of like having the extra AoE, so. How do you get the inventory extension? It's, oops, hit my mic. It's a Titan Ascendancy. Yeah, shield charges would be... Shield charge is fantastic with this style. Like, if you didn't want to play Wind Dancer, you do this exact same tech in the shield charge. GG. It's, like, will work just fine. I mean, if there was no patch note... If there's no patch, right? It was just a restart of what we have right now, Noiser. I would do this build. I would 100% league start as this build. Sure, we'll do that, Matt. What's I'm looking. I wish there was a search. I want to find a. We'll do a crypt, I guess. I was gonna say we should do a steep. I like steep. We can do a crypt. I mean, 90% of the player base, Noiser, like, solo self-found is not a majority of the player base. So, most people are going to cater their builds towards trading. Like, that's just how it be. Alright, I put attrition on. And there's just a lot of builds out there that are incredibly unique heavy, so that's just, I don't know. That's why I don't play solo self-found. I don't like limiting myself because of that aspect of the game. I want to use the fun uniques. I like trading because it gets me the fun uniques really fast. If you get craft uniques, you know. I don't think there are ways to speed it up. You just gotta dodge roll around. I can show a Simulacrum 4 attempt soon, but I died last night on it. I don't think my gear is good enough for Simul 4. Wind Dancer's just a little too inconsistent.
I need more
I always forget to do my font. Can I tank this? Oh yeah, you do nothing. Oh, I know I can't tank that one though. That attack always hits hard. I don't know. I don't think you need any investment in the chance to poison, but in Venom. You're hitting so many mobs. And you're not poisoning for bossing, so any investment you do in the poison hit chance for bossing, like, it adds nothing to your build. You really just want the initial poison. Oh, my Nightbot's wrong. I don't even know what build that's showing. What's a holy relic build? What's that do? That was a cool spread. Ooh, that's a beefy boy. Those breach monsters were slapping. I mean, it's not bad. If you can hit 100% poison hit chance, that's obviously better. It's going to make your spreads more consistent and stuff, right? But, I don't know, like, it depends on how you're wanting to play, right? Like, that's what I would be doing if I wasn't trying to optimize this build for boss killing right now. But everyone keeps asking me to, like, try and make it kill, like, +4 breach. Like, if I wasn't optimizing for +4 breach right now, I would probably go for, like, at least these points here. I don't know if I would do anything else in the poison, but I would at least get these points here. But it's because I'm optimizing for single target and bossing right now, I just don't think I can put anything... I just don't think I could put anything in the poison hit chance right now. I just gotta purely rely on... I think it's just a 50% chance I have. I don't even know if you can see it. Too many words. 57% chance. See all that spread just fine? If there's enough density, you only need a couple poisons, right? So it's just like... any extra investment doesn't matter. Or it doesn't matter, but... I've been skipping rituals so much lately because it's been so deadly to me. I keep forgetting to do it. As you can see here, it's pretty AFK-able. Oh, she's gonna res in each one of these? That's so funny. I forgot that that bug happens. That's so funny. I guess I should go do the other two. No, I have the attack speed stuff on always. Though I probably should have weapon set passive them, so I could have gotten like maybe some Maybe this stuff here. Maybe this should probably be weapon set 2. And then get points here for weapon set 1. But yeah, I don't know. I just hate weapon swapping. It's just it's too clunky quality of life wise. Oh, you don't think it's a bug? That's cool, then. Yeah, half the time I assume something's a bug, by the way, it's because other people have told me it's a bug. So I always appreciate when PoE 1 players are like, nope, that's how it works in PoE 1, so it's probably not a bug. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Riveting gameplay. Oh no, purple seeds! And I was slowed. I can't wait for the purple seed nerf. Your purpose is death. Is having a bit too much evasion mess up this build? Nah. Yeah, so many guys trying to hit you at once, you're gonna get hit. I mean, if you have like a 92% evasion, you might be making it a bit awkward on yourself, but you're gonna get hit. I'm at 21% evasion, and you know, there's so many people attacking. Gross. Nice, Forsaken. I'm glad you're liking it, bro. Appreciate all the nice words from people today about the build. It's pretty fun. Shout out to... what was his name? What was his name? Something Rururu. Morgan Naruru or something? Morgan Naruru. I did a Wind Dancer build in 0.1, but I saw his Gemling post about doing it recently, and that's what got me inspired to do it. And it ended up being probably one of my favorite builds of the patch. So, what the fuck? Get out of here. Okay. Let's see here. Let's find oh, a steep! Yay! There's gonna be so many monsters in this one. We'll start a recording just in case I want to use it for the video, mate. Nice. You haven't leveled a smith yet. If I do a hardcore run soon, I'm going to do it on a smith. And yeah, shield charge was my favorite build style from 0.1 maybe. So I love me some shield charge. Sounds cool. Alright. Got a lot of extra monster modifiers on this map. Where's the Delirium? I hate how you have to find the Delirium portal. Where is it? Like, why isn't it just, like, touching the portal, you know? Okay. Too far. I'll come help you later. I got a Delirium I'm doing. I gotta find that breach while I got the Delirium up. Where's the breach? Where's the breach? There it is. There's gonna be so many mobs now. Oh, this shitty breach had like no density. Map too big. Okay. Ardell ended. We can go back to chilling. Not as fun as I was hoping it would be. I don't know, Legiterate. I don't know, Mob Madian. I don't think you can do that, right? I think you can only dual wield axes, two-handed axes, maces, and swords. I don't think you can dual wield staves, right? You'd be better off using Giant's Blood with a like Chernobog in that situation. Use a two-handed mace in your main hand, and then get Chernobog or something if you wanted to use a shield with it. Ooh, a spirit gem, nice. I need those. That was no hands. Do I believe Wind Dancer will get nerfed? Nah. If I do, it'll get, it does get nerfed, it'll be slightly. There are way more OP builds. If it gets nerfed, it's like either level scaling or would be slightly nerfed, but it's not like Wind Dancer is like the #1 build on the market. It's just a mapping tool. And I truly believe it is still a niche style. The only reason it's popular right now is because it's so deep into the season and everyone's bored looking for alts to play. You know? This is not like a... You know, I don't see like so many people... I mean, maybe I'm wrong here. I would league start this build, but it's not like a majority of the player base is looking to league start a Wind Dancer build. It's a fun alternate build is why it's so popular. I need a drink. Always gotta hydrate when you are playing games of this difficulty, mechanical complexity, you know? It's exhausting. I was thirsty. I needed that drink. I'm sorry. Always hydrate, you guys. Don't be afraid to take a big gulp every once in a while. Give me a second. Are you guys hyped for the Talkative Try interview today? I cannot wait. I am so excited to listen to the devs. Or to listen to Jonathan. I love Jonathan. And I've seen some of Try's questions. I think he's got a fantastic list. Like a 7-Eleven big gulp? Hey, if I had a big gulp of water right now, I would drink it. Always hydrate, boys. Don't let anyone ever shame you out of taking a big drink of water. Yeah, I don't think we're getting any Thorn sockets, Jeremy. I don't mean to be, like, I want those bad, but I don't think we're seeing them in this patch. They said they're all endgame ones, and based off the ones they teased, I doubt one of those ones is going to be a Thorn one. Imagine if they, like, suddenly dropped a 1 to, like, 1,000 Lightning Thorns rune or something hilarious like that, though. But I don't think so. I think if we're getting new Thorns runes, it'll be in the next patch. 0.3. I don't think this new patch is gonna have, like, maybe it'll have one Thorn unique, but like I don't have much Thorns love, or like I hope I get blown away by or get proven wrong. But this Willow looks fun. Oh, I mean, that would be cool, you know. I mean, just getting 10% extra move speed alone on your boots would be huge for Thorns. But, I don't know. I don't think... Without Chernobog... If you have Chernobog Shield, which I still don't have, it's like a... Last I checked, it was 70 Divines. I don't know what it is now. And they said they're going to make some Chase Uniques easier to get in the next patch. So if Chernobog's cheaper, I'll revisit Thorns. But right now, like, if you really, really want to push Thorns, you need Chernobog, because... Chernobog will, like, Chernobog plus Scavenge Plating is all your Thorns damage. You don't need any other Thorns damage than just those two things, right? Chernobog plus Scavenge Plating, you'll have all your Thorns damage. You can invest fully into survivability then. but without Chernobog. Oh, 30 Divines now. That's a lot cheaper. That is definitely reasonable then. So maybe after this build, when I'm done with it, I sell all the gear, and then I'll get a Chernobog, and we'll revisit Thorns. That might be what happens. Well, depending on how my next update video goes, if I sold this set of gear... Oh, I didn't do that Delirium. I always do that, man. The Delirium, if they don't spawn in line of sight of the portal, and I just don't happen to run in the way it was, I'll, like, completely skip the portal. Chernobog and PoE 1 Chaos? Cool. So I'm thinking, since I got some PoE 1 Andes in the chat right now, I am thinking about playing 3.26, and it's either going to be a Cyclone build, or I try and find some form of Reflect build to do. Not Righteous Fire. An actual Reflect build, though. And when I look at all the Retaliate stuff, the actual Thorns in PoE 1, there's like no chance you're doing a good Retaliate build, right? But are there any other Reflect skills in PoE 1? Not really. So there's like no chance I could, like, unless GGG adds new stuff in 3.26, there's no way I can force like some fun endgame Reflect build. I always forget to do my Fauna Rage check. The Fauna Rage check, it's not my tech. I have to be careful when I say things like that because people actually get offended when you say that shit. You didn't invent it, dude. It's been around since 0.1. That's not what I meant. I meant I'm doing it. They actually have Reflect. Yeah, I remember those. I remember those Reflect mods. I've killed, yeah, that brought back memories. I've killed myself on that on the Cyclone builds before. It sounds like I'm going to play a Cyclone build. I might be doing some content with Locahall soon, and he's going to do, like, some PoE 1, like, he's going to, like, we're talking, like, about doing some form of, like, PoE 2 to PoE 1 player, like, video together type thing, and,
I need more time.
he might be helping me set up a Cyclone build or something, or I'm going to go set up a Cyclone build, and he's going to, like, okay, this is what you need to fix about it to make it kill Pinnacle bosses, and then I go in and see how it does, but, unless some new stuff gets added to 3.26, I'll probably be playing Cyclone, just because I love Cyclone, and I haven't played it in PoE 2 yet. The last time... So, I know I've played PoE 1 more recent than this, but the last league I remember playing seriously, where I actually tried hard in, was... This might sound like forever ago. I think Ritual League was like the last league I remember that I really went hardcore on in PoE 1. So any league since then, it's been a while. Oh yeah, it's been years since I've given PoE. Like, and that was like last time I tried hard at it, but it's been like 2 years since I like gave it a real go. So I have no idea what the state of the meta is at all when it comes to Cyclone. The last Cyclone build I remember doing was like a fire Cyclone build with an axe. I used to only do Cyclone builds with like Void Forge, or I think it was what it's called. A big sword, and then I did like a fire Cyclone build. That's like the last, like I know I've played PoE more recently than that, and have made it to red maps more recently than that. But the last time I remembered like doing something like deep in the game was Ritual League for some reason. We have alt gems now. What's alt gems? I have no idea, Antonio. I haven't played without a high. I haven't played with a Chernobog at all. So obviously you would want a high block chance one though. For sure. Take some other gems with new abilities. That sounds cool. Yeah, that's what I've heard people say is cast on is the like go-to for that's what one of my buddies was always telling me when he kept trying to get me to go back to play PoE 1. Though I wasn't like avoiding PoE 1 because I like didn't want to play it. I was taking a break from all ARPGs so I could just go hardcore on this game. It was like a mental like cleanse of ARPGs. And I'm not against cast-on build for Cyclone for sure. To me, Cyclone is just like you hold left click and you just glide through the map, right? It doesn't matter what's doing the damage, whether that's the Cyclone or the cast-on or whatever. As long as I'm doing that hold left click and you glide through the map spinning in a circle like this, as long as that's happening, it's a Cyclone build to me. Hey, Snake. Appreciate you, bro. Everyone, if you're watching the YouTube channel, chat, go subscribe to Ice Cold Snake's YouTube channel. He's the guy that made the thumbnail for the stream I'm doing. What the hell is that? I always forget, like, I always hate when I forget the Delirium at the start of the map. It's, like, not even worth doing at this point. I'll just grab it because there's those 2 rituals still up. Where are they? Right here? Yeah. What happened to the Vertex? So, my build is using it, and then 2 Lightning Mjolnir Titan builds came out at the exact same time as this build. All 3 builds were using this helmet. Give me a second. Give me a second. Yeah. Posted it in the chat. Everyone go subscribe to Ice Cold Snake. It's the guy that made the thumbnail. Cool creator. Just did a PoE chat with him, and he was just like, we were talking about thumbnails, and he just dropped that one for me and was like, hey, man, look what I did while at work. And it's like the best thumbnail I've ever seen. Helmet is expensive? Fuck yeah, it sucks. Like, the build was, like, insanely budget-friendly when I made it. Like, I spent, like, 5 divines total, and it was clearing everything just fine. Oh, yeah, you strength stack. I'm no longer using the helmet. But it's because I have 700 strength and 168 dexterity. And I've, like, gotten the passive points down here, right? So, like... This is almost more expensive? I'm not sure. It's hard to... I don't know how to quantify it, but it sucks that that helmet is so expensive now. But yeah, I'm no longer using the helmet because I've got 700 strength. That's why I got 4,700 life right now. I went like a strength stacking route. Oh, okay. Well, it's time to become a PoE creator then. Make your first PoE video shit-talking all of the PoE creators' thumbnails, starting with mine. That's how you make your mark as a PoE creator. Just start calling out all of us. Hey Nopis, how you doing? Oh, too risky! I tried to full AFK there. Not enough leech for that yet. Not enough leech for full AFK in this spot. Not with the blood bombs going off too. Almost enough leech for full AFK. But not quite enough. Oh, nice, Ice Cold. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know anyone in the PoE community until Try. I was just making videos until I got on his podcast, and then now I know a bunch of creators like you now. Damn, Ice, that's awesome. That's cool, man. Yeah, they're good dudes. I like Shringy a lot. I don't know who @Jack is, but I like Shringy and Try a lot. They're good dudes. Yeah, I'm really hyped for the Try interview. I don't know if I'm gonna stream it. I might stream it, and I like so people have my reaction to it. But I also might not stream it so I can go get food. But I am very hyped for the interview. I'm super, super hyped for that interview. Yeah, the Try's awesome. I think this is actually his 5th time he's interviewing the GGG devs. Which is freaking awesome. That guy deserves it. He gets a lot of unnecessary hate. I have sent multiple emails to GGG asking for dev interviews. I've sent 2 now. I used to do dev interviews with Blizzard and Heroes of the Storm, and I wanna interview Mark or Jonathan. But I'm sure they get like 1,000 interview requests from creators. But one day, I'll get my interview, my Thorns interview. One day. Yeah, and like you see these morons use. I gotta stop name calling people. You see these people, they'll use the term toxic positivity, which is just like, it just shows you how like immature and I don't know, like out of touch they are. Like toxic positivity does like. It cannot apply to anything Try has ever said. Toxic positivity is like when you're in an abusive relationship with somebody and you're like being manipulated by like somebody that way. Like you cannot apply toxic positivity to anything Try has done, and it's just like unintelligent people trying to sound smart. Like, oh, look at this guy, he's got this toxic positivity. Like, they're dweebs. They don't understand what they're saying at all. And I've seen him, like, criticize and shit talk plenty. He's just professional. Like, these are, like, dweebs who only... I gotta stop name calling people. But these are people who, like... They only they interact online. They're chronically online. They've never interacted with somebody who knows how to, like, communicate with people, especially people who don't agree with you, right? Because, like, when you work in team environments, there might be people on your team who hate you, who disagree with you, but, like, you work well together, right? Like, you gotta learn how to be professional and, like, cordial and interact with those people. And a lot of these people online, they have no social skills, they've never worked in a business environment, and they say something ridiculous like toxic positivity, he likes the video game. Like, what? You don't know what toxic positivity is. Go outside. Like, I saw that dude, like, the moment I knew Try was a real one, like, I always liked him from the moment I saw him, but you never know, right? Like, someone could be putting on, like, a fake persona. But I saw Try gas up Last Epoch for, like, 2 months up till its launch. And then when it came out, he played it once and then disappeared for, like, over a week. And when he came back, he was like, yeah, I didn't like the game. It's not for me. Like, are you kidding me? If he did, like... If he was a purely toxic positivity shill, like, he would have kept that narrative going, right? But no, he was, like, immediately like, I don't like this game, it's got some work still, the combat flow isn't for me. I'm not trying to misquote him, but, like, yeah. I don't know, I really just don't get it. And the dude does so much for the community. Like, I have been exposed to more people in the community through Try's podcast than, like, any creator, like, combined. Like, I don't know. I love doing Expedition with this build. Sorry for that rant there. Sometimes I go on rants and then, like, I lose track of space and time. I don't remember how we got to this discussion or where we were at, what we were talking about before we got to it, but yep. I like Try. That doesn't mean I agree with everything he says. Like Claire Obscure? Ew. I'm not playing a JRPG. Ew. I'm just kidding. I'm always saying that because Try talks about Claire Obscure all the time. So it's just a little meme. Anytime I see him post about it now, I tease him. But I think everyone was super gassed up about that game, so... I appreciate that, Wizzle. I was just trying to keep myself alive through that hate phase, you know? That was just me processing that period of time and trying to, like, navigate through it, you know? It was very puzzling. Really, Hazard? That's awesome, bro. Those SOD early days, man, those were the best, dude. Like, the SOD phase 1 and 2, like, was some of my favorite gaming moments of all time, to be honest. I really hope whatever new classic project that team's working on, they can recapture that, because, yeah, those early days were great. There was such a community feel. Like you said, you saw me running around Stormwind all the time. Like, that's how those early days was just, like, these mega servers that you would just be running through the capital city and you would just see people all the time. At what level does this build come online? So I have had people say many different things. I have had viewers tell me they've been leveling it from level 10. I've had viewers tell me it comes on about level 50. I've heard people say that they're struggling with it in white maps. I think those people are just struggling with the gearing or not investing enough currency into the gearing or something, but I have been told many different things. I was half tempted to try and level a character from the scratch to see if you could, but I don't think I'm going to. I've leveled too many characters. I need a break. Or I can't level another warrior. If I level something new, maybe. I don't think it's gonna get nerfed Devil's Hour. I'll talk about it in the update video I do, but I no longer, like, if it gets nerfed, it'll be a very slight nerf. It's not as broken as I thought it was. At least originally. Like, maybe it gets nerfed, but, like, I don't think it's, like, a bugged mechanic anymore. I just think it might be an overtuned mechanic now. What's happening is, I talked about it at the beginning of the stream, but I'll do the rant now since there's more people, is... What's happening is Wind Dancer is doing a single big hit that is poisoning really hard. And if I take Armor Explosion out of Wind Dancer, right, that single poison will go a distance, right, but eventually it'll teeter out and it'll fall, right? When you add an Armor Explosion, though, suddenly it's chaining way farther, right? I thought there was some weird interaction going on, but after like closer examining it, I literally sat there for like 2 hours yesterday testing different like damage setups and different support gems. And what I think is happening is there isn't actually any like prolificating going on. Armor explosion is just hitting so hard and so often because so many mobs are dying that it is just chain spreading the poison non-stop. The poison is never getting a time to fade out because of all the mobs that are constantly dying from the armor explosion. There is no prolificating going on. It's just armor explosion is doing a lot of damage. It's killing a lot of extra enemies. And it's chaining the poison easier because more mobs are dying, right? If mobs don't die, the poison doesn't spread. Armor explosion just causing more mobs to die. So if it gets nerfed... Again, I could be wrong. I could be very wrong here. This is just my guess. Based off the testing I did yesterday. But I think if it gets nerfed, it's just armor explosion will get a damage nerf slightly. No, that's not the correct link. I don't think so. Pretty sure that's my rich list build. Yeah, that's my rich list build. I didn't update Nightbot before the stream. I'm a bad streamer. But yeah. That is my thought, is... gem skill level and weapon damage. If you're not doing enough damage, you need a better weapon or more gem levels. Yeah, give me a sec. Wind Dancer Titan. Here. Every time Nightbot posts, I'll just make sure I post in chat the actual build I'm playing. I don't think that would be good, Pi4OK. Unfortunately. Like, it might work, right? I've heard some support gems do apply to Quill Burst, but they don't apply to Barbs and Thorns, right? Like, I've heard that you can use some support gems to buff Thorns via Quill Burst, right? But the problem I have with that is you'd be putting Armor Breaker and Poison into your Thorns break. Like, that's a lot of weapon swapping, right? You wouldn't use that setup for bossing. So you'd, like, have to, like, when you get to bossing, you'd take the Armor Breaker out. You'd take the support gem, Armor Explosion out. Like, it would work potentially for mapping, but I think you're just better off playing the bleed style. Reroll. Reroll. I'm not sure. And hey, Pi4OK, how you doing, man? I will try it on... I will test that on my Thorns character whenever I go revisit it to see if how well that performs, but my guess is it would just be, like, at least for me, too annoying. Like, if I have to do any swapping for bosses, like, I hate it. I just want to play one build. I don't want to think about it, you know?
Indeed.
Already got that one. Okay. Sorry if I missed your message. I'm really bad at reading chat when I got a lot of people talking when I'm playing. I mean, I think you could probably do this on a lot of characters, but if you want to push it the furthest, you're going to play Gemling or Titan. Gemling or Titan for sure. Look at all these seepage. Dude. 4 seepages and a decay. Aren't those all the same boss? Yeah, but I'm not really dying too much right now. Like, Katava, yeah, sure. But... I don't know. Hulking form still does give you a lot of, like, I'm at 4,700 life, you know. We got Mysterious Lineage, and then Hulking form. If you invest that in the defensives, like the leech stuff, like, Titan can get pretty tanky too. I think, like, Kitava, like, if you're talking about ultra min-max, Kitava's never, ever gonna win out. But if you're talking about cheap budget, like Kitava or like solo self-found hardcore, like Kitava, you know, can probably work, but I can't say do it and then, you know, it not work for you, because I haven't tried it myself, you know. Nice, yeah. I think I'm going to play the PoE 1 League 2 Pi 4, okay. I'm waiting to see if there's anything new that looks like a Reflect build being added to PoE 1. And if not, I'm going to play, You clip the explanation? Okay, I'll check that out. Might upload it. Appreciate you doing that. That's what I think's happening. You're running it currently on Kitava? Nice. Good to know. Yeah, Kitava's not bad. I've been saving my Kitava playthrough. I don't know what for. Part of me wants to save it for a hardcore solo self-found run, or a hardcore run, but Kitava's definitely cool. I just have not played it yet. Oh yeah, my skill tree's super different. I change the skill tree like 50 times a day, though. Check the PoE Ninja for the current skill tree. The PoE Ninja will have all the current updates. The Mobalytics will have a PoE Ninja for it. The Mobalytics hasn't been updated to everything I'm wearing right now, because I like test stuff like every hour. It would be like insane to upgrade it every hour or whatever, but the PoE Ninja, if you click on the Mobalytics link, here, I'll just post it in the chat. The PoE Ninja has my current setup. I'm probably going to leave the current guide as is, and then I'm just going to add, like, an endgame update that will have, like, the deepest tower setup. Really? Maybe whenever I finally play Kitava, that's how I'll feel about it. Stay still! God, being a punk. Jumping around all the place. Yeah, that might be how I feel about Kitava the first time I play it, because just, like, I spend so much time trying to solve defensives that I'll just be able to go, like, nuts however I want with it, but... That's what I call a spread. I can't see.
I'm not ready.
When does the game get hard? Thirsty. I live in Texas right now. Probably moving to Maryland sometime soon, though.
Fear will best you.
Yeah, it'll be nice to get out to eat. I love me some zero-click builds, though. Those are the dream builds.
Of course.
Okay. Let's find a fun map. Want to do a fun map. Savannah can be fun. Rust Bowl can be fun. Maybe a Savannah. Savannah with a Breach Dell Expedition. I just like the big open layout maps. They're the most fun. Oh, almost walked back to the Delirium again.
You destroy that which you cannot control.
It was storming. I didn't get floods where I'm at, but it was storming. Yeah, it was stunning me like crazy. This must be an increased stun build-up mod. I went and cool down on my Infernal Cry Rip. Do these guys have the energy shield mod too? I didn't even look at the waystone I put in there. I can't see.
Are you sure about that one? Seems
Oh.
risky.
It does seem risky, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I like to let them all get out first. That way they can all blow up at once. I might die to this expedition, though. This is a risky map. Woo! Yeah, we're definitely gonna die to this expedition. YOLO! That was a spicy meatball. Yay, a logbook.
I need more time.
Or I'll come back and loot that in a bit.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Of course, I find the breach after the Dell ends. Oh, yeah. We zooming.
I need more time. I'm not ready.
That was a nuts explosion. That one was crazy. Did y'all? That one was like, crack, 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 crack. Like it went everywhere, man. That one was fun to watch. This is like visually a fun build.
I need more time.
Obviously, it's fun from a gameplay perspective. Logbooks suck for me. They don't even sell. I've never given Righteous Fire a real chance. It got popular after I stopped playing the build, playing PoE seriously. At least to my understanding. Or maybe I was just always just so focused on Cyclone that I just never ventured out and played it. But I've only played Righteous Fire once. And I didn't even get very far with it. But I know I would love it now. What's the build? It's my Wind Dancer Titan build. It's the Mobile Elix is slightly outdated. Look at the path of building for now, and the Mobile Elix will probably be updated tomorrow. Yeah, if this doesn't go nerf, this might be like how, like, if I level a Thorns Druid, I will be using Wind Dancer while leveling. Like, I think this is a really good style. I see Wind Dancer being very popular. At least for me. Ooh. Hey, what's up, Troy boy? How you doing, man? I think Righteous Fire's coming with Templar. I don't think it's going to be a warrior skill. I think it's a Templar skill. It's going to be a Templar Spirit Gem. Is my guess. A Templar Spirit Gem. Yeah, I tried Volatile a lot. Where'd that thing go? I tried Volatile a lot. With Thorns, and I kept dying because of it. I haven't revisited it since. Oh, Warrior will definitely use it. I mean, the Spirit Gems can be used by anyone, right? I'm just saying it's coming with Templar, right? That's why we don't have it with Smithakatava, you know? That's just a guess, though. Oh no, Chaos Seeds Ritual. Chaos Seeds Ritual is just too dangerous. Hopefully he doesn't have anything good revealed. Good, we won't even bother. There's an RF helmet. Big poo bombs.
I need more time. No mana.
Yeah, we'll scout that way eventually. Because the breach is going to be right over here. What are you hiding for? Is there a way to scale that helmet? I'm guessing not, or else someone would have probably tried it, right? If no one has, definitely will put me on that list soon. The breach was over here, Rip. Really fun effect, at least. That was nuts? Yeah, man. That was nuts. This build's sick.
Time is of the essence.
His base damage is so low for endgame. That's the problem with a lot of the uniques in the game right now, is they just don't skill in the endgame. What's the helm in your inventory? It's the deepest tower. It's the low life enemies one that people use to cheese endgame bosses. What's a map to do? Can I find something fun? There's a steep. There's a steep with a breach. Steep's hit or miss on whether it's fun. Sometimes the density's there, sometimes it's not. Yeah, the new runes are going to be awesome. I just hope they're not like... I'm worried they're going to all be like 50 to 100 divine each. No, it's not dangerous, dude. Shut up. It's easy, dude. Watch. I'm not even gonna die. Watch. I'll walk away and I'll come back and then I'm gonna kill them all at once, dude. Don't even tell me how hard it is. Don't even, man. You can't even tell me, dude. Where's the breach? Give me the breach. I can never get the breach with the delirium. We found it. And it's, of course, in the butthole of the map. I got poop seeds following me. I got the poop seeds following me. Ooh, that was a big boom. Go away, poop seeds. I missed 2 rares. There's too much going on. Alright, let's do the rest of that expedition. Oh, you mean that expedition? The rest of that expedition? See ya! See ya! That's why I like steep. Like, you're just going. That entire map, you just fucking go. There's no fucking weird cliffs you gotta go up that have these ramps that you can barely see on the map, and you don't have to do any ledge hops. It's just go. I love it. No, you don't. Are you talking about for this build, Poppy? You don't want to do a one-hander. Wind Dancer scales off of weapon damage. You need two-hander.
Of course.
Like, the harder hitting two-hander you have, the better. Definitely don't want to do it with a one-hander. I'm sure it can kind of work with a one-hander, but you're going to want a two-hander. Yep, Troy boy. Slaughter the maps right now. Okay. Another fun map. Like, I don't mind Savannah. Savannah can be annoying at times. I don't mind Rust Bowl, but it can be annoying at times. I like Fortress. Can I find a good Fortress? I have a few fortresses here, but I want one with, like, stuff on it. Problem is I do Fortress a lot. Like, anytime I see a Fortress, I usually do it. I love Fortress. It's got some of the best density. I might have to go further back from here. Oh, here's a Fortress. Oh, that's only Expedition. I want one with at least Dell. I hate seepage, no. Problem is I just do so many fortresses, I have to probably do that one with Expedition if I want to do a fortress. I mean, I'm sure I could find one, it's just so fucking hard finding them. I'm sure I've passed over plenty that were good. I think they said a search function's coming, so there'll definitely be one by 1.0. There's a blank fortress. Do I just do the blank one to give up? Oh, here's a fortress with a Dell. Sweet. We're just doing this one. I hate Val Factory, I hate Val City, and I hate Val Foundry. All three of the Vals suck just because the layouts have so many dead ends and wrong turns and stuff. Like, Fortress has some dead ends you can take, but its density is just so fun most of the time that it makes up for it. My favorite maps are always Seepage. Not Seepage, Jesus. You've broken my brain by talking about Seepage too much. My favorite maps are Savannah and Steep right now. Savannah and Steep. Just because they're big areas. Oh, I left those two rares back there. I'll go get them now. We'll just flip and do counterclockwise. Damn it. Steepage. That's gross. Hey, I'm glad you liked my Richless Thorns build. I like it a lot too. It was very fun. I will probably be doing... Oh, I'm dead. I got stuck in that corner. Almost dead. I might be doing a Druid version at the beginning of 0.3, so... If Druid comes out. My concern is that now I've gotten used to the way PoE 2 did the tiers. But hopefully my brain just goes back to how it was before and it doesn't matter to me. Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, exactly. It was a weird switch up for them to make, to begin with, to be honest. I don't know what prompted them to do that. But sometimes you take swings and you miss, you know? I mean, sometimes when you're in those developer meetings, like, sometimes you go down these weird thought processes and, like, you get hooked on, like, a concept, like... Who knows how they got there? You never know if they actually see people complaining about it a lot, and they're like, maybe we try it the other way. And, like, after hearing, like, a very small minority of the player base complain it for that long, they were just like, oh... maybe they're right, and they actually convinced themselves. Some of the chains are just awesome. Well, I don't know that's what happened, but I can understand, like, how you get to that, or you're just, like... You have one thing for so long... and no one complains about it, or no one's like, I like that this is set up, right? Like, no one's ever going, I like the tier system set up this way, but what they do see is the people saying, I think it would be the other way, you know? And it's never something that's ever been discussed with the community, right? It's just, like, that's how I could understand how that something would happen. It's just, I don't know what the word is for it, but... a false reinforcement. Hey, what's up, Lucas? How you doing, bro? All is good. Having fun. The build is going great. It's expensive, unfortunately, but I'm having fun with it. I'll try a Simulacrum for you guys. I imagine I'm going to lose. I repeat. I imagine I am going to lose. But... we'll send a Simulacrum 4 attempt just to see how it goes. I tried one last night. I cleared Simulacrum 3, and then I tried a Simulacrum 4, and I got to, like, wave 12. It's very possible I die.
Remember this ramshackle place. You've taken so many horses and silver aims. I think it's time to last test your limits.
Yeah, I thought I would steamroll Simulacrum 4, but I think what kills me is the charges on Wind Dancer not refreshing in time to leech. Because my attack speed is only so fast, and if like there's anything bad going on, like I'm not gonna heal in that window of time. And like there's like that a half second window where you don't have Wind Dancer charges that I feel like is when I die in. Well then. I almost complained earlier that I didn't see anything good drop on stream. Perma solar flare? What's that? How do you get a perma solar? You mean the solar orb? How do you get a perma solar orb? What is my Wind Dancer's quality? 20%, yeah. It's not maxed on level. It's only level 19, 39. But quality's max. But yeah, this is the tankiest I've ever been. I've never had 4,700 life before. Obviously, Energy Shield gets way tankier, but for my Reflect builds, this is the tankiest Reflect build I've had, minus no block chance. Like, if I had Chernobog with a high block chance and was like rolling a level 37, level 33, level 34, maybe level 36 Wind Dancer with a Chernobog with a high block chance, and then I feel like this build could be potentially unkillable. But without that block chance... Oh, I get what you're saying, yeah. I mean, I'm new to the Solar Orb tech. I just started using it this morning, so I don't even think about it most of the time. But yeah, I need to do it more for the font. Your guys has to stop leveling at 40. 40's the cap. How many gem levels do you need to do tier 15 maps? I don't know. When I set up this build, I had like... Did it not end? What the hell's going on? Oh, did it end? I'm in streamer mode. I had over 30 when I first started doing this build. I didn't level as it. This was my Warbringer, and I changed it to a Titan to play this build. So, I don't know when it comes online specifically. It immediately came online for me. And yeah, as you can see, my damage isn't the best anymore. When we get to tier 4 sim. Pretty tanky, though.
Let yourself be drawn into the mire.
Woo! See? You just get spicy sometimes. So, like, you can't even stay in the solo orb too long. Especially if there's, like, AoE effects on the ground. Like, a lot of the time for this build specifically, yeah, I tell you, it's rough. Reflect builds in Simulacrum are danger. If you're not playing Recoup. I think you have to play Recoup. And especially when you get the rares like this that have that stupid fucking aura where you can't prevent or recover over half. Like, I feel like those kill me more than anything on Delirium. Is when you get the stupid guys with the you can't recover above half modifier. I have to instantly kill them or I can die. I wouldn't say it's looking better, no. I don't know, though. I'm at 700 strength right now as a Titan. A lot of benefits from this. On a budget, I think Gemling's probably easier to get into the build, sure. Oh my god, Chaos Seeds, no. Fucking Chaos Seeds. Yeah, like when you can't reach in maps, exactly, yeah. Earlier today, I did a map where it had over 100% reduced life recovery, and I was like, oh, oops. Well, I guess I just wasted this map. Can't do it on this character. No, Warbringer wouldn't be better. Titan's better, guys. Titan's better. There's no debate in my mind. You could try and debate it, but hulking form and more life is like before. The only reason I said Gemling would be better is because Titan couldn't run the deepest tower, but I'm running the deepest tower now. Am I dead? Dead. Rip. Damage is just a little too high right now. No. You're fine. I'm just answering the questions. My tone gets shifted based off the gameplay. If I couldn't run the deepest tower, right, for single target DPS, then Gemling would have, like, the overall edge, in my opinion, right? Gemling is what lets you enables you to run Wind Dancer and the deepest tower for single target DPS. And the reason I said Gemling would be better is because I didn't think I could pull this setup off on a Titan. But I am. I have the low life setup on the Titan. Now, obviously, I haven't, like, tested them side by side. I could still be wrong, but, like, you got Hulking Form getting you 50% increase effective small passives. That's all the leech passives. That's all the damage passives. All the area of effect passives. All of these mace damage passives. All of these strength ones. Like, Hulking Form is just insane. All of these attribute ones. All of these ones. All of these ones get buffed by Hulking Form. And then you have the 15% more max life. I don't think... So at this point, Gemling is giving you the extra gem skill level, which I could be at 40 if this was a level 21 gem level. It's only level 20. I just haven't taken the time to sit there and re-corrupt the 5 link over and over. So the gem level does nothing. So you're getting extra quality, which... Quality for Wind Dancer gives you just radius. Like, I don't need the bigger explosion. So the biggest benefit is being able to use 2 support gems in the same skill, in 2 different skills. And that's good, but I don't think that is outweighing enough ultra min-max setup, Hulking Form, and Mysterious Lineage. Plus crushing impacts. Which is just nice. Now, Gemling's probably cheaper to get started. And again, I could be wrong. Gemling might be better. But now that I'm running Deepest Tower, my biggest concern was I wouldn't ever be able to run Deepest Tower and do the low life, lucky hit, burst setup for, like, pinnacle content. But you can. So, I don't know. Titan just seems really good for it. Gemling's not bad. Smith the Katava's not bad. Warbringer's not bad. Play it on what you want to play it on. For sure. Most people are quite happy killing +1/+2 breach, right? Like, And if you're only wanting to kill +4, then you're probably already not playing this build. You know, you've already got something that clears +4. Hey, nice clutch crit. That sounds like a good idea. That makes sense to me, yeah. Because you're already scaling shield charge a bit based off the melee skills that you've gotten on some of the pieces. And then you just, it scales greatly off of the armor on the shield. That definitely seems like a good mobility option to just quickly clean up the rares. That's clever. That is clever. Let's do a Savannah. Let's do a Savannah. But yeah, I could be wrong. Again, I haven't tried pushing +4 like Arbiter with this in a Gemling, right? And I still don't fully understand how to min-max the low life tech. Like my DP, like I see people like doing crazy one-shots when they're doing the low life tech, and for me, it helps my DPS a little bit, but I'm really only using my Mace Strike as my damage. I'm not doing like weird attribute stack or debuff stacking stuff right now. I gotta figure out what people are doing with the to just maximize the low life damage. It's definitely a DPS increase, but I am not one-shotting bosses, so. Oh yeah, we're getting some lag on this map. 3 Chaos Orbs in a second? Let's go. This map seems to have the juice.
Out for another hunt. I'm not ready. Here we go.
Give me the shrine.
Out of mana. I can't.
Another Chaos Orb. The Chaos Orb Fiesta.
Power.
My computer can't handle this build, guys. If my PC crashes, just know I'm sorry. There we go. We got the glorious 7 Deliriums. And those are pretty rare for me, yeah. Don't listen to that Mobalytics link. This is the one I'm currently playing. Is that build easy to play? Absolutely. Yes, sir, it is. It's expensive. Like, I don't think it's the... I don't think it's like a league start. You have to have weapon skills and good weapons. But in terms of gameplay, you just walk through the map and you get hit.
Of course.
Also, greetings, Handicap. Shout out to Berlin. What about nerfs? GTG would never nerf a build I do. They like me. Ooh, I couldn't see. Those guys on the ledge are blasting me and stunning me. I need to kite them, get away from that ledge. They're hurting me too much, making it hard to fight. There we go. No, I'm not dying to the 30 dudes on the ledge blasting my butt. I don't think it's bugged anymore. I think it might be like... I think armor explosion might be hitting too hard, but I don't think it's bugged anymore. I'll talk about it in the video I post tomorrow or the next day. I'm hoping to be spending tonight editing it and getting it out tomorrow. But I don't think it's necessarily a bug anymore. After a discussion with some guy on Reddit. I spent there for like an hour testing stuff, and I don't think it's a bug. If anything, oh right, I wanted to go do that. There's a strong box I wanted to go fuck with. See if I can find it. But yeah, the only thing I think is potentially like would get nerfed is armor explosion. Maybe it's scaling off of something too hard, or its damage gets nerfed. But there's no bug, I don't think. Can you convert armor explosion to a different element? Oh. Maybe. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to if you put on, those fire to cold gloves. It's working on Katava? Hell yeah, dude. Let's go. Maybe I do this build on a hardcore Katava run. Why is this build expensive? Well, to dual wield the two-handers, you need a lot of strength, or you need a very specific helmet that skyrocketed in price recently. It was 1 Exalt when I started the build, and then like 3 builds. Well, the Vertex I was using initially. I'm not using it anymore because I have 700 strength. But when you're getting geared up, you have to use the Vertex or not dual wield two-handers. So it's possible you should be fine, but it depends heavily on a melee skills. You want to get Wind Dancer as high as possible, and it requires a high DPS weapon because Wind Dancer scales off of your weapons damage. And the build is pretty popular right now, I think. The Gemling version and the Titan version. So, 36% increased monster damage, 39% cold damage. No thanks. I don't think it's getting nerfed. I'm being genuine. I don't think it'll get nerfed. Not this late into the season. Right? Ooh, we'll do this fortress, yeah. I think that's what I said I was going to do. It might get nerfed for 0.3, but I don't think it's getting nerfed in this patch. It's not like it's better than, like, Lightning Spear, right? Lightning Spear didn't get nerfed. And since I don't think it's a bug anymore, yeah, I think it's fine. I think everyone's going to be fine. I hope I'm not wrong, though. It's not Chaos Seeds, I do it. But if it's Chaos Seeds, I always skip it. As long as Thorns doesn't get nerfed, because I'm playing Thorns Druid, then we're good. I hate that, that shrine, because it cancels your spread. Knows it's just so much. Bring it, Babalas. Poondek. Mist of Salami. Give me your loot. I got places to be. Hurry up. Yeah, I use Maze Strike because of mana problems. Maze Strike doesn't cost mana, so. But yeah, Maze Strike is how you do bosses and rares, and Wind Dancer does everything else. Get hit by an attack, everything dies. And if it doesn't die, you left click it and then it dies. But yeah, there's no funky, like, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Very easy to play.
Fear will best you.
Poison Seeds, no! Oh no, the Poison Seeds are back. Whew. That's a spicy meatball. Weak breach. Get better damage then, and then your damage won't feel low. And before, well, it took me 30 seconds to kill him. There, just get a better two-hander if your damage is low. Higher weapon damage. I saw someone on Reddit that had a 60,000 damage Wind Dancer. So you can get your damage way higher than yours probably is. He had like a 200,000 DPS Mace Strike. Mine's on, like he's had like double my damage, so. Just gotta get better gear. Warcry Druid. I'm definitely going to Thorns Druid. If Druid's out, I'm definitely league starting Thorns, unless Thorns they make Thorns just considerably worse.
Of course.
But I'm probably gonna just try forcing league start Thorns just to do it. Oh, it doesn't go in Seismic Cry? Gotcha. Oh, we don't want to do that kind of map in a monolith. I don't even know what kind of map you would do in a monolith. That's a good map. I don't want to use that. When's the latest build guide coming out? Probably tomorrow. Maybe the next day if I get super distracted tonight with other stuff. But I would guess tomorrow morning. I don't want to do any monster pack increases. Do you accept equipment donations? No. I'm pretty against that currently. I know a lot of other streamers do that, but that's pretty frowned upon in WoW. So like I have that like built-in like hesitance to take handouts. But also I don't want people to be like, KallTorak took gear from Lucas, so like his builds aren't authentic, and like I'm not using the gear you showed me in the build, but people like I don't even want to like open that can of worms. And then I also don't want to like just get in the habit of like wanting to take gear from handouts from viewers. Like, cause once I like start taking handouts, and was it gonna be like every season I start looking for like handouts from viewers and stuff, and yeah, I'm probably overthinking it too much, but that's why I don't do it right now. You might see me act differently in a year or two. What's a fun map to do? You a WoW OG gamer? Oh yeah, I've been playing since its original beta. My account was made the day World of Warcraft came out because I had played it during its beta. I was like 13 or 14, and my cousin had a friend whose brother, like his friend's brother's dad worked at Blizzard or something, and my cousin got a key, so I would go over to my cousin's house and play the beta on his computer, and then yeah, but yeah, I've been playing WoW since literally its beta, original beta. Weapon damage, Eddie. Wind Dancer scales off of, sounds like Thor's dad. Not, I mean, kind of, but not like me. Not, I don't know if the guy even worked on the WoW team. I just know he, like, worked at Blizzard in some capacity, so. But it was, yeah, it wasn't even my friend. It was my friend of my cousin, and, like, I would go to my cousin's house and play off of his account in the beta. So I have no idea. But yeah, I've been playing it forever. How does this build kill tier 4 bosses? Some of them. I killed tier 4 King of the Mists, and I killed tier 4 Expedition. I've killed tier 3 Simulacrum, and I've killed tier 3 Jetch. Yeah, I never got into EverQuest. You know, if you were an MMO gamer back then, no one could afford to play multiple MMOs at a time. No one had the time to play multiple MMOs at a time. You either played EverQuest, Dark Ages of Camelot, RuneScape, or WoW. And then some people played Guild Wars 1, but Guild Wars didn't really get popular until Guild Wars 2, in my opinion. But, yeah. I was one of the WoW ones. But I also grew up on, like, StarCraft, Warcraft, and Diablo, so... I was basically birthed into playing WoW. Didn't have a choice. Well, my dad was like a hardcore gamer, so like even like at the age, like I don't remember when like Warcraft 2 came out, but it was like early 90s. Like he had that on his laptop, so like even the original Blizzard games I have like vague memories of, but I played the crap out of StarCraft, Warcraft, and Diablo, the originals, like a lot of people. So I think it was just natural to play WoW after that, obviously. Well, I hope it was a good alcoholic chocolate. Other classes or ascendancies for this build. Gemling. Could probably do it on Witch Hunter. Probably do it on... I know you can do it on Smith and Warbringer. Sure, other stuff can do it. I don't know if they do it as well. Oh yeah, I know a lot of people who Guild Wars 2 is their main game. That's why I made sure to mention Guild Wars 2 and not Guild Wars 1. A lot of people got into Guild Wars 2, especially that like was it World versus World or whatever it's called? Like the big events and stuff that game had was just very fun. I have played basically every MMO, but it was always like, try the MMO, go back to WoW, you know. There's never a point where until recently, where I wasn't playing WoW. In some fashion. Yeah, I knew, like, you see, I know, Jeremy. I knew exactly what would be your jam, dude. The Guild Wars 2 audience. What Guild Wars 2 did right. It's the same thing all Guild Wars 2 fans will talk about. World versus World. All my friends that would try to get me into it were just big World versus World guys. And obviously there's a lot of good about it, like, you know. Every MMO has something appealing to it. I like the weapon system in Guild Wars 2 as well. I mean, it's still got a player base to this day for a reason, you know. Same with RuneScape. RuneScape still has multiple game modes that are popular. Which is crazy to me. The fact that RuneScape has stood this test of time. What time is it? Okay. The try interview's in 30 minutes, right? Or is it an hour or 30 minutes? I think it's in 30 minutes. Oh, Talkative Try is interviewing Jonathan Rogers, the game director for Grinding Gear Games. And I want to make sure I host them before. I'm sure he's already got way more viewers than I would be hosting him, but... Yep. The big guy himself. Hopefully we get... And I've seen a lot of Try's questions, so I know he's going to ask some pretty interesting stuff that I want to hear his response on. Hellgate London, yeah, like I know people that like Hellgate London. I don't think I ever played it, though. Yeah. I get that appeal, Jeremy, as both like someone who does the same thing with my builds and as a game developer. Like, anytime, like my game Castle Warriors that we made, it had like, where's the last rare? Is it like way the fuck down there? Am I blind? Oh, it's right here. Anytime players did things in our game that we did not intend, like that was always awesome. They found bugs for us too. That's like always a win. When is the interview? I think it's in 30 minutes. Let me check. Yeah, it's in 30 minutes. Is Smith a Katana bad? I don't think so. Well, I don't know. So, like, there was a recent interview that, not interview, but the game director of WoW, Eon, I always say his name wrong. He just did like an hour-long, like, stage presentation where he talked about how the subscription model is still core to WoW. So, I don't know if it'll ever go anywhere. At the best, you could hope that Game Pass will give you a WoW sub. At best. If you have the Xbox Game Pass.
Time is of the essence.
Okay. I need to get food, and I want to go watch this Try interview. I might stream later tonight, but expect the video out tomorrow, and maybe a stream tomorrow. But thanks for hanging out, everybody. I just wanted to stream a little bit before the dev interview, since I had a bit of time. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream there. And yeah, the dev interview is starting in 36 minutes. I'm hosting Talkative Try on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, just go watch Try stream. Thanks for hanging out, everybody, and I hope to have the video guide out tomorrow.